Valentine's Day originated in Rome, and during that time, people were banned from getting married because they wanted young people to focus on war happening then, not on matters of family or love. Marriage became a black market business, but a priest named Saint Valentine thinks this is an insult to God. He continued to marry multiple couples a day. Eventually, he was caught and sentenced to death. Saint Valentine was in love with a young woman himself. During the morning of 14 February, before the death sentence, he wrote a letter to his lover and signed it, "Your Valentine." Hey guys, this is Gary from My Psychology. There are about 7 billion people in the world, and you only have the opportunity to make a tiny fraction of those people before you marry. I always wonder what makes us like one another and how two people can become a couple. Before that, let's talk about my personal story, how I met my girlfriend. During high school, my girlfriend and I were actually in the same class for 3 years already, but we seldom talk to each other. Maybe it is because she's slightly an introvert, I would even say a little nerdy. And I am more outgoing and join lots of extracurricular activities. We only started getting in touch in our last year of high school when she was the class monitor while I was the head prefect. Due to our positions, our interactions started to increase. We discussed about debate competition, we organized birthday celebration, and we joined cooking competition together. Her cooking is meh. Our relationship leveled up when we were selected to join 1-week winter camp in China. And thanks to the camp, I confessed to her on the flight back home. Could you guess what nurtures our liking and loving to our partner? It is proximity. Literally being close to each other, physically and geographically. When I'm physically closer to my girlfriend, we have more interactions that allow us to explore our similarities. Look around you. Don't you realize that many couples got together after school camps or company team building activities? When we get exposed to the same person over and over again, we might find them attractive. In psychology, this is called mere exposure effect. There was an interesting research where individuals were exposed to a group of unfamiliar words like non-soma, seritic, psychology. As a result, they prefer the words that they had seen most frequently, even if they didn't know the meaning of the words. Similarly, if you are single and looking to start a new relationship, join these bonding camps because this could be an important first step for you. Go out and meet new people because you will never marry someone you never met. My girlfriend and I are currently in a long-distance relationship for 7 years now. She is working back in my hometown Sabah, while I'm currently based in Kuala Lumpur for my clinical psychologist professions, and this for my psychology. For those who are experiencing long-distance relationship, you probably have done something that I have done before. Search online and see if a long-distance relationship is workable. It's not hard to find 20+ tips for maintaining a long-distance relationship. But you will probably still question, really? Is that true? So now, I'm going to share with you my personal experience with the 3 most important elements that kept us together for this long. Couples in a long-distance relationship don't have much time to spend together. People say that couples gradually lost their passion for each other when they did not spend enough time together. But psychologists say that the time that you spend with your partner is not the main factor contributing to your happiness in the relationship. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. So, spend more quality time together. Schedule your time regularly with your partner and don't find your partner only when you have time. Usually when we say, I don't have enough time for her, that doesn't really mean that we don't have enough time. It simply means that he or she is not our personal priority. That's why we are not willing to commit. For example, you claim that you did not have time to tidy up your room, but what if your room was flooded and everything inside is wet now? You will definitely allocate many hours to tidy up the room because that is a priority. If your relationship and your partner matter to you, you will schedule time for it. My girlfriend and I are very busy with our work. We usually stay disconnected, did not text each other throughout the day, but we share some quality time together at night through a 30-minute video call. These video calls are an essential part of our relationship, a time just for each other and stay connected. Quality time, not quantity. The first thing to be transparent about is not your schedule or which clubs you are visiting tonight, but your emotion. Whenever we feel happy or stressed over works, communicate our feelings and let them know how we feel. Because they are not physically here and they can't see our facial expression, they can't tell if we are happy or sad. Especially through text messages, it is even harder to detect emotions. Hey, just because I study psychology doesn't mean that I can read minds, okay? I still remember a time when my partner messaged me with only, but I didn't get her cue. She was actually quite stressed, but I still continued with my cold joke marathon. You can imagine how things end up that day. There will be times that you feel, hey, if you are right beside me, you will know exactly how I feel. Why are you not beside me? I'm sure all loving couples will want to stay beside their loved ones. But there must be a tough reason that separated you both. Don't try to make your partner feel guilty because they are not physically with you. After all, there's nothing they can do to fix it. Tell her you miss her. Tell her how each small thing in your life reminded you of her. Maybe a cute orange cat that slept like her. Maybe a song you overheard in the train that both of you love. Maybe a cold rainy night made you miss her hugs. Share the ups and downs together. After all, we will connect stronger if we choose to communicate transparently. Now, let us get to the most important element, expectations. It is extremely important to set realistic expectations. Discuss openly on how long this long-distance relationship is going to be. This is because waiting for others without deadline makes the waiting feel longer. Maybe you have a dream to pursue and she chose to stay closer to her family. But ultimately, you are both fighting to build a better family together. If both parties have the same goals in mind, it makes the waiting more meaningful. Set your expectations on the frequency of meeting up too. Let her know how frequent you can visit her and vice versa. See these valuable short meetings as small milestones during this long journey. These meetups are also the dates that we will look forward to. Excited to see them and reconnect again, physically and emotionally. Remember to make sure that all these expectations are clear and we are constantly reminded of. Because along the journey, we might forget why we choose to start this long-distance relationship. To be honest, maintaining a long-distance relationship is not easy. If all couples are given a choice, nobody would choose a long-distance relationship. But just because it's not easy doesn't mean that it won't work out. And because of him or her, it makes these challenges easier. If you manage to overcome this obstacle, you are one step closer to the right person in your life. And after all these years of experiencing a long-distance relationship, I get the chance to understand better what love really is. Love is not just about companion or appearances. Love is also not limited to time or space. It can go beyond distance, it can transcend time. And maybe that is what makes love so valuable. Reaching the end of this video, I would like to wish you all a happy Valentine's Day. He or she may not be the first one in your life, but may he or she be the last one in your life. Happy Valentine's Day, Joanne, and with you, my psychology. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this special episode for Valentine's Day. Don't forget to like and share, tag your partners, share with your friends and families, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more psychology videos. See you in the next episode.